As a museum's overriding purpose or mission is to make art a part of everyday life, the addition of performances was a natural choice. Along with the Four Seasons, other programs have included Carnival of the Animals, Icon, Midsummer Nocturne, Signs of Life, Baliagong, and Acrobasia, that was also incorporated into the opening of a major art exhibition. The list of collaborative partners is long and includes some very well-known organizations, such as the Colorado Symphony Orchestra, David Taylor Dance Theater, Up Close and Musical, Colorado Ballet, and many others.
We first started working with Cynthia back in 1989 when the Museum of Outdoor Arts was located out at the Denver Tech Center. And our first artistic collaboration was an incredible performance entitled Baliagong. And Cynthia and the museum were so supportive and cooperative in terms of not only helping fund the event, but more importantly, contributing resources and helping us facilitate getting the space and organizing the entire event. And this is when I first really became aware that Cynthia and the museum were really, I think, part of a rare breed here in Denver in terms of arts organizations, in terms of their willingness and excitement in doing artistic collaborations that were not of the usual kind. We have collaborated on numerous projects, all of which have had the focus of arts integration, and many of which are designed for children and families to show the benefits and the qualities of experience that can be brought out through combining music, art, visual art, dance, and with themes and subjects that are really quite unusual. I think our next biggest project probably was the Four Seasons, which was premiered in 1997 on the Colorado Symphony's program series for families and children down at Betcher Concert Hall. And this wonderful project combined film and narration, visual art, and dance and live music, and the Four Seasons became a wonderful hit and a success, and we have done it numerous times since then.
As young people need to be exposed to opportunities for creativity, and if they see it and experience it through music, I think that it broadens their perspective on what their lives could be. I feel it's a divine form of communication, and I have the greatest respect for it, and I'm always delighted with the power that music seems to have. The integration of the arts is not a stretch by anybody's terms, because art is actually, in my definition, an expression of life. So any form of that expression that is done in a sophisticated way can easily be integrated, no matter what the art form is.
When I got into grade school and I started making friends, not too many of my friends had had the opportunities that I had had being influenced by the arts. I mean, you take advantage of it because I took advantage of it because I was around it all the time. There was, you know, art was a part of my everyday life. But then I got into school, and what? You mean you don't know about sculptors, you don't know about painters, you don't know about, and just because they had never been influenced by it. So I feel really fortunate that I had that opportunity and still continue to have that opportunity.
And I started cleaning sculptures when I was 8 years old, and I started doing sculptures with my brother. And I started with a bronze one back there, but my most memorable experience is with this one behind me, because I used to get up on his wings and kind of scrub them, and it used to take hours, but it was really fun. Being brought up by a creative family, when I started in art classes, and then I moved on to sculpture cleaning, not only did I learn about art, I also learned how to clean art, how to interact with art, how to view art, how to critique art. And then through sculpture cleaning, for example, I learned patience, because most sculptures, like these lions, you have to get in every nook and cranny and get all the dirt, and then you have to polish it a few times over. So I learned a lot of patience, which I use in my everyday life.